y'all, welcome back to another cup of conversation
where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your host Coco.
And I'm your host T.
And this week we have a very, very special guest. Yes, none other than E.T. from Enough Talk Podcast. Give it up.
Virtual hand taps.
Yes.
Give it up. How you feeling today? We like to start off checking in with our guests, asking how they're feeling and how they're dealing.
Yeah.
However they're feeling.
I'm good. Appreciate it. I'm appreciative to finally get on. I've been submitting and trying. But I know we've been, but I'm here though.
Right. No, like literally, I told you when I saw you, like, I be trying to, because me and T, we always talk about like how when we be reaching out to people and like they leave us on red sometimes, or this and that, and I'm like, oh my God, T, I hope you're not coming off like that, because like when people we really be like reading it and be trying to think and how we can make it work, not like so much like, oh, we celebrity, like,
and there's two of us, so we gotta get with each other and be like, so was this work for you? Like,
and then
sometimes I don't even like opening the messages till I talk to you. I don't want nobody to think, look.
But the thing on the Instagram, it bugs the heck out of me when I see it. I gotta open it. I got
no unread.
That little anxiety.
I see a notification,
social anxiety.
Yes.
I gotta clear it.
Yes. But yeah, I'm so glad we got you on. Like you said, we've been trying to get you on just as much as you've been trying to get on. So
yeah.
We're here now, and we're gonna have a great conversation.
Yep, I'm here, man.
So T, you wanna pop us off into the first topic?
Yes.
So we can get this thing going.
We usually start off with, after our little check-in, we do T's topic.
Oh, we didn't even check in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me start.
I know how you feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Let's go.
Okay, so you was about to tell us how you feeling. So you feeling...
I said I'm good. I'm feeling good. Appreciative to be here.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm good. I'm doing well today. I think... I was gonna say, I think that what I say about our end of the year episode will kind of even expound on how I'm feeling right now. But I'm in a good space. I said that last time we were here. Nothing too much is going on crazy in my life right now, other than life be lifing. But I'm just learning to adjust to life be lifing and keep going. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Same. I've been, like we said last week, we learning to adjust with the punches, not really stress over too much. Control what you can control, and what you can't, you can't. So that's how I've been rolling with it. I ain't letting that take me under. And I'm just planning for next year. I'm really already getting my ducks in order, as I have been doing all year, just planning for each quarter. So it's just like the same thing, different year. Same shit, but yeah.
You're right. No, for real.
But let's get into our teeth topic. Coco, I don't think I sent you this one, but I kind of wanted it to be a surprise a little bit.
Oh. Not you don't think you sent it. You know you ain't sent it.
So, for the tea topic, it's always something that's like surface area, something social media timeline might be talking about, before we get a little deeper with our main topic. So for the tea topic, I had some controversy on my timeline this week about a specific topic, but I'm going to ask you a question, then I'll go into what the topic was about. Okay. So, both y'all actually, do y'all think that women often open themselves up to the possibility of single motherhood and not really admit to it? Do they, take the accountability for it as much as they would like to?
When you say open themselves up, meaning like, do they bring that upon themselves?
Yeah.
I believe yes, so before we would be the ones to bring that upon them. Yeah. They'll be like, I guess we'll dig ourselves in the hole. That's a statement. They will. I believe that a high percentage of women does.
Okay. What you think, Coco?
Definitely.
You think they put themselves in that position a lot?
Most definitely. Now I'm not gonna negate the fact that we can be fooled by men. You know what I'm saying? Like that men, they can say one thing and their actions be a different thing.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but I do think that a higher percentage of women do this, and the reason I say that is because I see a lot of women that even if he fooled you once, they can fool you twice and then 3 times. So I think the repetitiveness of it makes it like you dug that hole for yourself.
Exactly. And it's almost like even if he didn't do you like that 1,000 times, you went and picked a man that's just like that. Like you know the behavior. Yeah, you have the pattern. So I took that from just watching like a bunch of the Nick Cannon and interviews and Cam Newton interviews. And a lot of people it's easy to spot with men, but I just noticed, and before the pygmies get to running out the woodworks, the closets and the sides, it is what it is. We need to start taking some accountability. Like women, it's time for us to put our foot on each other's necks. We done had our foot on their neck for the last 400 years, okay? Yeah. 400 years of slavery, I'm telling you. We done had our foot on their neck. So like it's time for us to start saying, yeah, you know what? I seen he wasn't shit before. Right. You know, he didn't take care of his 8 kids, but I still laid down with him unprotected. And I spoke that on social media recently, and it got kind of a little buzz. Like people was like, "Oh, that's inconsiderate to say," and you just don't know how it. Well, it's because it's a small town thing, and people that don't want to comment on your shit, they might just make a little post afterwards. And it's easy to see. It's easy. It's only 30 of us, y'all. It might seem like it's a lot of us, but it's only 30 of us in a small town Facebook. But like I just don't think that women just own up to it.
Yeah.
I also say that I was seeing what y'all gonna say that, but when y'all get certain titles, y'all do pride and ego trip. Like little side on your pride and ego trip, and y'all get certain entitlements or powers to stuff.
So do you mean like as far as becoming a mother?
Yes.
Okay. I get what you mean.
My kid.
I can see that.
Like
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Y'all will be the ones to break the we apart, basically.
Yeah.
By that power of y'all birthing it. All of that.
And I can see that. I can definitely see that. And that's another reason why I thought like about this topic, just because like we have the ultimate decision. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We can say, hey, even if the man wanted to keep the baby, if you don't, you're gonna say my body, my choice. You're gonna go do what you gotta do. If you do and he don't, you still gonna say my body, my choice. You're gonna go do what you wanna do. So I just think if you take those kind of like I want a child. People sit around and it's certain women that do, it's certain women that don't. Mm-hmm. I want a child. So if I put myself in that position right now, which I'm not married, so if I'm openly having sex with a man unprotected right now, that is putting myself in that position. Right. I don't have I mean, I guess I could, because niggas could, like you said, mischieve you and show you something different. But I really don't have the room to be complaining too much. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I wanted this. This is what I wanted. Right. So.
And I think we talked about it a little bit. Remember when you were saying like the way I grew up kind of made me the decisions I made. And remember I was telling you like a lot of it didn't have anything to do with like most people might think, oh, she was a Christian or this and that. It really didn't have anything to do with it. It was more so like me just seeing like the friends that I had that had kids before me, the situations they were in with their men, and it was not even so much that I didn't want to have sex outside of being married. It was more so I just didn't want to be a mom and have a baby daddy because of what that brought. Like even if you did find a good dude and he was there with you 100%, I felt like a lot of women, they let men trap them into situations or they trap themselves into situations by not saying, okay, if he playing with me on this level and a child is not involved, imagine a whole human being. Let me not even play with him like that because I see how you play with me. Whether I like you or not, whether you could genuinely be a good person outside of the flaws that you have, I'm still not going to go to that level of playing with you because
when
it's something bigger.
Yeah, when something gets serious, it doesn't seem like you that person.
Small issues are examples of big issues,
right?
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Disasters how you will handle something
that can happen.
Yeah, it's your character. I feel like, and I think too, like a lot of women don't protect themselves because ultimately we got to say so. Like if you don't want to have a kid, you do not have to have a kid. Like you can really play. Let me just say clank.
Like so serious. Like I didn't realize. I'm not even gonna lie, and I think a lot of girls might be like me. I can say this honestly. I didn't realize the power I had in that shit until. Right. The last few, I would say I'm 29, I'll be 30 this in 2025. I probably noticed that at 27. Yeah. I probably noticed that at 27. Whole time I'm just like fucking with niggas, like, you know, like moving around, doing whatever. Whole time I could have been like, "Oh, you want to touch this?"
Requirements,
yeah.
Right here in front of your face, you so close.
Almost.
Almost there. Snatched it right up from the front.
I feel like
that's tough as heck, but that's the facts. Though.
Yeah.
No, if we was like
been doing it, like.
Yeah, if it was more women like that, I feel like it'll be less. And I'm not saying that's the absolute, but I do believe if it was more women that were like that with it, I feel like it'll be less like one parent household. You know, I feel like it'll just be a lot less. It'll be a lot less drama. Like men will know, like, okay, I can't play with her like this.
Yes. I think it just goes back to the spiritual aspect of most people not knowing to keep their body sacred until a certain point in time. Like, we didn't grow up like that. We grew up on, you know, Uncle Luke and you know what I'm saying, what people were rapping about, what we watching movies about, TV shows. So, like, we thought sex was all right. It's okay, you know.
What was the number one growing up movie? Booty Call.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like...
the slogan that created, that movie was the definition for the slogan. Booty call, what you would call a booty call. So.
Yeah.
So I just think we just didn't take that much pride in our, like, overall, men and women, we didn't take that much pride. So we paying for it now, y'all. We paying for it.
Yeah, and not to, one more thing. I think too, it goes back to this, and I'm gonna stand down on this rock. I feel like women want somebody, and I feel like we do what we think will keep that somebody. No matter, we go to the ends of the earth to keep that somebody. No matter how much we know that it might not be no good for us, it's just like, I just want that. That's what I want. I don't care if he, you know, I don't care if he cheats every now and then. I don't care if he, you know what I'm saying, be irresponsible. You know, with his other kids, he ain't gonna do that with me. You know, you have this, like, it's almost like a veil over your eyes that you believe
that you would accept it.
Yeah, you'd accept it to the rule.
Yeah.
So that's sad. But yeah.
So I see that. I see that.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I mean, yes, I have a son.
Okay.
Son, yeah.
You and your baby mama together?
Nah, like it's super deep, well, man. So I understand, you know.
Do you think you was skeptical about, like, did you have any you know how Coco said she seen people, baby mamas, like, become baby mamas? Did you have any, like, hold on, I don't know if I want to jump up in there and do that. I don't know if I want to be back there.
This is what I want to say. Like, with us men, the main thing that we worry about with the kid part is for sure financial.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Able to provide, guaranteed to provide. Because for sure, like, and then the next part is the mother. Because we can't provide, y'all for sure charting that. Y'all for sure, like I said, the power tripping or whatever. When you know, bruh never had no money.
Exactly.
He didn't have a job before you was like pregnant. Now he just got it. You should understand the process or whatever. But when they hear that, they you a father now. You should. You know what I'm saying? They get the telling us what we should be naturally instinct doing. I guess, the fathers. So,
like a light switch.
Basically, but we only know what we go through and learn. Basically. Yeah. That's what my thing. But I did see those empowerment features. With me, I'm like the first grandchild, so I'm like the oldest, and I'm the like the second male of my grandma. Okay. So meaning that the rest are women. All that y'all saying, I saw them women like pull power moves, my auntie, mothers, all that, like show their powers. And I always said, I'll never be that type of dude. Meaning like dude getting tricked. Like how you said, the requirements, this and that. Because y'all would do something for sure. Like things to, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it's tricky. I wouldn't say it's tricky.
No, at them times, I would
say it is times where they do use it. It's trickery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But sometimes...
Not if a man just naturally providing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, boys have stepdads or whatever. Right. So I'm not going to say, like, they was tricks or whatever. But the ones that y'all are fooling, though. You know what I'm saying? The tricking. It's like
manipulating the game.
You know, all that type. And like how you said with men be geeks, but they be chasing for acceptance because they never had, or they think that they won't be able to get again. Yeah. They don't understand their wealth or whatever type. They think what they see. But yeah, it's like I said, it's deep.
You know what I just noticed when you said what you said, I feel like like how women are trying to say you're not this type of father because you can't do X, Y, Z. It's kind of, and I know, like she said, I don't want to sound like a pick-me, but it is an easier way for women to hide their flaws in motherhood.
Yeah, because it's always it's okay. She going through this. She got the baby, so she's a mother.
Basically, that's what it seems as. Like, well, people would see on the outside looking in. She always had a baby. So she's the ultimate mother.
Yeah.
You don't know.
But you don't know the ins and outs of what she doing. Like, is she on the phone scrolling on the couch the whole time? He asking, "Mom, I'm hungry." Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's so easy to clock a man.
If you ain't got no money, you ain't doing saying. Like with the whole, we get. It was easy for us to point it out when it was Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, but like for me to say something like that and everybody like, oh, you could be talking about this person, that person, this person. Well, why is it such an insult now?
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, don't talk about them men like that. That hurt their feelings for you to tell them they ain't shit.
Right.
No, it wasn't even no thought about it.
Right.
Like,
it is what it is.
You know, it is what it is. If it's facts, it's facts. So that's how I felt about it when I said about the women. If it's facts, it's facts. Y'all gotta start standing on that shit like y'all want people to stand on that shit. Like you gotta expect what you're giving out.
Right.
At the end of the day.
For me, facts are things that exist. If it exists, it exists.
Exactly.
For real. So it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about when and where, when it's able to exist and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the habits and features exist in you like that.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. What's up, y'all? It's your girl T.
And your girl Coco.
And are you looking for some brand exposure? Do you have a business that you're trying to put in front of a new audience? Because look, right now we are giving out free commercials. Free. Oprah style, baby.
Yes, and you get one.
Period. We putting it out there. And we building our brand and we trying to help you build your brand.
Yes. So if you have a small business, large business, medium-sized business, whatever kind of business you might have, let us know. Get in our inbox, email us, and let us know how we can help you grow your business and see some success this year.
Yes.
These slots are only free for a limited amount of time. We're going to give you the first 4 weeks of the month free. You get to see how we expose you, how many people come on behalf of Cup Conversation, and then you get to decide, is it worth it? So this is a deal of a lifetime if you ask me. As a business owner myself, if somebody gave me this opportunity, I would definitely do it. We have views on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yes,
and
just get out there.
As well as the podcast platforms.
Yes.
So tap in with your girls.
Very much so. Get them commercials while they last. Deuces.
Okay, so great talk. I like that you kept that one away because I can go in. I probably would have had a little more notes if you would have told me. But no, not even to go in on women, just because it is like
a tip of the scale.
Yeah, it's like But moving along, so T asked us to talk about how we are as a culture and how we display our disagreements or our unhappiness with each other as a culture, as it relates to businesses, brands, men, women, the way we talk about certain things.
It seems like we always at war.
Yes, we always at war, and so I didn't have.
And you saying black culture?
Yes, black culture, and so. T highlighted the ghetto gastro situation, how people came to say, that was, why would you name something ghetto? Why would you highlight that and this and that? And I really didn't have nothing to say about that because I felt like at the end of the day, like a lot of people had on their inputs about it, was it's only a problem when we do it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it, probably type of thing. And I feel like we are like, what is it called? Hypocrites when it comes to that, because I feel like we said that on one end, but on the same end, like we are always fighting to be a part of the same things that we created, but for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Because if Gucci made a handbag that said ghetto handbag, you know what I'm saying?
We'll be in
there with the big G's on, you know?
Right, yeah.
But since they put ghetto in front of it and they're actually black, they're like, well, why would y'all do this? And you know what I mean? And I think why would y'all say something that they already think y'all is? It's like stereotype. Y'all fall into the stereotype. But more so, I just want to know why we can't. I wish, you know how they say, like, we have Black Twitter? I wish we could really have Black Twitter, like, keep it in a group chat. Like, I want y'all to know, like, yeah, we can be unhappy with each other. Yeah, we ain't gotta say every black product is the best product on the market. To them, you know, we say that to each other, but to them, it needs to be like, either I'm not paying attention to, it's a product. Either I'm buying into it or I ain't saying nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like I did the statistics earlier in the year. That's why I said this, and I do feel like the statistics are true about the black dollar not circulating in our community for longer than a day. They say something. It's like we only hold our dollar within minutes, and everybody else can hold theirs days. And it circulates within their community. Ours, nah, because whatever we see in white people or white items is just.
It's top tier.
It's top tier. It's unexplainable. So, like, the question I really had was, why do you think that we won't accept it so bad from other cultures when they are obviously taking our stuff and making the money off of it? Like,
I say because one, just to skip over it, even though it's because they are the gatekeepers. But times are different though. We got new gatekeepers that's like in route, like what? The richest man is a black billionaire. So that's just starters. You know what I'm saying? And right now it's open seasons for all cultures. You know what I'm saying? But at them times, yes, we really didn't have no choice.
We looked at them as the superior.
Yeah. Because they somewhat was though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now times different though. Now as if we be bashing ourselves like the other part or whatever, now just even that's every culture get on each other, and then our culture is our culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why would we put some ghetto, a black business put ghetto bag on side of the bag? Now, that I feel like something that we should do before we allow them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like downplaying ourselves, and it's just like how we use the N-word for the ones that be like, why you would, and now that's our word. And then I'd rather our culture criticize us than any other culture. Because y'all know what's that defined. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I get that. I just would rather, I guess we don't have a space to do that. But I just feel like we be so harsh on each other.
Yeah,
like,
we be in and out with each other though.
Yeah. I would say we just so harsh on each other, like with the whole, like, you can even bring it to the Bill Cosby Diddy type thing. Like, we so comfortable talking about it, making it like more of news than the people that Trump trying to put in the cabinet, and being, you know what I mean? Like people that's the judges, the people, the police chiefs. Like we making that more of news than anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think me and my parents, when we were talking about the whole like Diddy situation and stuff like that, I kind of posed that part of it. Like, it wasn't that I feel like Diddy was innocent at all, by no means. Like, I feel like with the videos we seen, the stuff that we know now, like, that stuff is horrible. But I feel like when we see so much media about it, it's coming from the black community more than anything. And we like eating it up. Like, they putting it out there for us to eat, and we eating it up. And then I feel like, but when it's them, like, you know, like, what is it, the Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
And even the
Nickelodeon thing just came and went.
Yeah, it just came and went.
Ain't nobody talking about his fat ass again. I'm just like...
Yeah. Even the Playboy guy, I didn't even know Hugh Hefner.
Oh, but they say that's because he had them big wigs in his house.
But don't have a wig here.
Oh, it's a whole thing on Netflix. You gotta go watch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he really sick too. He's the start of the Bill Cosby. He was real sick. He was drugging. Like he worse than Diddy really when you really think about it.
Legally was able to.
And so like nobody talks about that though. Like you would never hear a Caucasian person talking about.
And that's what it is. That right there is what it is. Like just think about the few white people y'all might interact with in a day. It probably wouldn't be at work or just like outside.
They gonna small talk you down.
But you know what? They comfortable bringing up Diddy.
Yeah.
They comfortable talking to you about Diddy.
Yeah.
They ain't talking to you. I'm telling you, my coworkers don't talk to me about Trump. They don't talk to me about nobody white. But she came up to me one day and just was like, yeah, did you hear about the new Diddy stuff? And I was like, not really.
Right.
You know, no.
Right.
I'm not keeping up with that shit.
No.
It's not gonna be that moment.
Yeah.
No. Get out of here.
That's deep, but that's facts though.
Like they don't feel comfortable with, like, I'm gonna go up to her ass and be like, oh, you heard about that man that Trump trying to put on Kevin and that you know,
yeah.
I'm gonna put it, yeah. Did that feel good? Like,
no, right.
That's what I really want. Cause the keys, okay, I get it. Y'all get y'all black people funny as fuck. So, I mean, y'all get it off.
But how you saying about keeping it in the group chat? How do you go about doing it?
That's
how
what
would
I
that
said.
look?
Like,
How would that look?
That's the dollar method that she was talking about.
Yeah, maybe we should start trying to like do our own things. We need to have our own apps. We need to have our own.
Okay.
With them, when it comes to them, you don't just keep them out of conversations or out of, you know what I'm saying, informed. Now, social media gonna be social media.
Yeah.
But like how you said, in person, we don't hear none of them talk about their culture or community situations.
Yeah.
Quick as we will get to just yapping about it.
And we be the ones that carry it.
Yeah.
You know?
And as comfortable as they feel, just like bringing it to us.
Sure.
I don't. That showed a lot to me because I'm like.
Yeah.
You don't talk to me about anything. I mean, even especially like when they talk about Trump, they get their little Trump circles over there. They know not to bring that shit to me.
Right.
So y'all know not to bring certain shit to me, but
That's
you
facts.
thought you could bring the Diddy to me.
Right.
See, we made y'all too comfortable. Y'all get on the jig and now we like, oh, come to the cookout. Come on.
I know they do one TikTok
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well,
Now everybody disappointed in the white people that voted for Trump, but y'all knew that. They just on here dancing. It's an app. Like, it's social media. Like,
they not taking us serious.
they not. And we just letting them use our stuff.
I mean, I'm about to say, I look at it, but it's not they, it's we though, because we set the tone.
Yeah. We letting them.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you
It
right.
be more black people in the comments talking about something. I know that's right. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
get out they fucking comments.
And let me say, I seen this happen when me and my sister-in-law, we were talking, and she was talking about Miss Netta. Y'all know Miss Netta?
Of course.
What?
I ain't gonna lie, I be looking, hey, I be doing so much.
Well, the people know Miss Netta. They know Miss Netta. Somebody know Miss Netta. Well, okay,
And
so Miss
Charles.
Netta and Charles.
Okay, now I know what y'all talking about.
You have to say Charles. Yeah, you can't just say.
Because I'm like, I was thinking
You gotta say Charles too.
or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so we were talking, and she was going in on Miss Netta. She was going in, right? And I was like, why? Don't do Miss Netta like that. Like, and I feel like, you know, as bad as she might be, or whatever the case may be, or he, or whatever, I feel like he was putting content out for the culture.
Yeah.
Or black people, period.
Yeah.
Or, you know, his audience, that's who his audience was.
Right.
But as that being his audience, those are the same people that were tearing him down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying nothing that he's doing is right, but what I'm saying is it just shows, like, how quick we turn on each other versus, like, you think about the dude that did the very demure, very mindful, but those same women be under his comments like, you go, you you doing it, but it's like, dang, why was black women the same people that was tearing Miss Netta down? You know what I'm saying? Openly.
It's almost like
versus like, why we do that though?
It's almost like, why just, if you don't got it to say good, like, why not just, you know?
But that's tough.
But listen
It's
though,
tough in the cyber
but
world.
listen,
Social media,
guess.
it's
but
tough.
don't y'all think? I feel like this is for me. This is how I get through with it. If I see somebody black, I know that we ain't always been afforded the opportunity, and this is, and then when I'm saying this, I feel like this is social media. I'm just gonna keep it on social media.
Yeah.
I know, for instance, that you might not be afforded the same opportunity as a black man, as another white man or another culture that has a podcast and might be doing X, Y, Z. Whether you talking about, if you talking about something I don't even want to hear, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna keep it positive because at the end of the day, I know this means dollars. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even so much that if I like you, if I don't like it, I'm gonna keep scrolling. But if I know that it can advance you in some type of way monetarily, and we already at the bottom of that totem pole, I'm gonna do it off the strength of, because we ain't never had shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just do it on the strength of, and it seems like we can't get past what we don't like about a person, or what we don't like about what they doing, to just be like, well, that's their content and that's what they putting out, and that's how they bring it home to bacon. You know what I'm saying? Like, And that's what I see from Miss Netta. Like, I'm not, I don't like the stuff that Miss Netta put out. I don't support her, like, I'm going to watch, I'm resharing her videos. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to put nothing negative to counsel her to then bring her down to where she can't make the money that she sought out to make. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think that if we had that thought of it, like how we get on the social media and we do those, follow trains or the follow things like that. It sounds cute, but are we really practicing that for real? Yeah. Beyond that one post, but beyond you getting the follow. Beyond that. So I think that's what it is for me. It's more so. It's not even so much that we can't talk about the negative of things, but I feel like when it's at a scale of we are part of this counsel culture, but we okay with counsel on our own, no matter if you got kids at home to feed. Yeah, it might not be, but this good for TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whether I like it or not, like, I'm not gonna put you in a position that you will be left out to just, you know what I'm saying, be by yourself. Like, that's what I think about it.
You're part of the community, basically.
Yeah, that's all I think, because we have so many brands that have publicly showed us how they are disrespectful to us, they racist, and we publicly go out and still support these brands. So why do we spend so much time trying to counsel the people that it don't take much to counsel them? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? But we don't put that effort into counseling people that you're not giving them no grace, even if they do, fuck up a little bit.
Effort. I mean, what they say?
E for effort. No, really, and I think that's what it is with me. Like, we ain't wearing Gucci, and man, nobody ain't throwing no Gucci away. Nobody ain't really
women right now for me.
Yes.
Disgusting. That nigga said he ain't make that for y'all. Exactly. Y'all in there fighting in the comments.
Going to jail. Boosters going to jail behind it.
Fighting in the comments. I'm like, it's a little awkward.
That's why I say the in denial and accept this part, man, because we be in denial and not trying to understand or accept that certain shit ain't made for us. It wasn't made for our community. Yeah. But like how y'all said, we always trying to look like them when they trying to look like us.
Yeah.
Just be us.
Do y'all think it's just something that is like, how we have, I know people always talk about like the crab in the bucket mentality, and it's like, oh, they always dated back to like slavery.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a part of like us wanting to be like them, or wanting to come off as, or do you even think it's us wanting to be like them, or do you think it's us wanting to be superior, not necessarily like them? I think it's like us want to be superior.
We want to finally get what they have. That's
right,
what
because
I'm saying. Instead of being like them.
Right.
But certain people be messing up because you think what it takes to get what somebody else got, it takes being like them.
Yeah.
No, it don't take.
That's where they fuck up at.
To get, you know what I'm saying? But we only knew that because back then, like how you say, let's say, dang, the baseball player, I forgot. Robinson. Jackie Robinson. Man, back then at them times they was wearing the suits and everything like them. Then you had I forgot what was the other type of boy name, some type of name boy, the country type style. Yeah. But they had to dress like them, talk like them, the proper, you know what I'm saying, white voice.
To get what they need.
You know what I'm saying? But I look at it that them times are dying though. I swear them times are dying.
They dying, but like, y'all, them people still here.
Correct. They still exist though.
Well, I think
he's saying
like,
themselves though.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is true. We have seen enough proof to say that that's not the way anymore. Like, even like the Keith Lee. Like, Keith Lee did his own thing, sitting at a taller table. Like, he didn't have to put a suit on. I
just watched my Shannon show when he said he passed up like a $1 million deal, like early on in his review career, his like influencer career. And he didn't say the name, but he alluded to it. It was McDonald's. And basically saying the CEO asked him, we want to give you this deal. And they asked him questions, do you enjoy our food? And he's like, no, not really. I don't really eat that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't eat fast food. Like, he stood on integrity. Like, it's a lot of stuff we missing when it comes to that integrity part. Like you said, they feel like they gotta be like them to get where they are. Like,
that's what we be messing up. That he got that, so I gotta do what he got, what he do to get that. Yeah, it's a million ways. Yeah, a million ways. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go that road. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people out here turning grass into concrete instead of using the same street or pavement of what other people use.
Exactly.
That's true.
For real. So, you know, I just push now, and well, not just push it, but I just see that it's more opportunities than the short, like, you know, opportunities that we had back then.
Yeah. Do you think that you don't really? Do you think, or you do or don't get the support from like our community, from your business and your podcast?
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, my old history about me, like Tim can tell you. High school, I used to throw parties. So when I stopped doing parties in like 2014, and tried to do like a little promo, I guess, agency, but it was just me. Now, then I stopped doing that. Then in 2019, started Enough Talk. First year, free interviews for everybody, just to meet the YouTube mark. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was looking at it like, was trying to be like this? Boys fell off and trying to come up with a come up, or you know. But one thing I say, like everybody know me with Enough Talk, we gonna make it to where they ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? But to mess with it, and now with me saying that, where's been manifesting that, because a lot of them that shorthand me was the same ones that reached with some stuff in their hand to, you know what I'm saying, to get me to work with them or whatever. So, you know. But me, as I already know how I am, I'm a mean ass creator. You know what I'm saying? I set tones and atmosphere and environments for people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Experiences, I can say. I really didn't trip. And with the past, like I say, party days, I experienced them cold shoulders from people that you wouldn't even think that, you know what I'm saying, would do that. It's people that'll tell you, hey, come up here, you can pass out flyers, you get up there, hey, man, what y'all trying to do, this and that? The fuck, man, like you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you receive the cold shoulder, but I look at that's with all entrepreneurship. Period. Like,
I guess I learned the opposite from the way you learned, is because I did the party promotion shit too, coming up in high school and like a little bit in college, but I didn't really get too many no's then, because I guess turned on the pretty privileged, like it was the girl, and I was with girl promoters. So we didn't get too many no's. It wasn't too many people trying to play in our face. But when I moved over to the podcast stuff, and another thing, I'm coming from a small town, so small town notoriety, and then moving into a big city, it's like, bitch, who is you? Like, you know what I mean? It's a slap in the face. It's like, oh, I gotta work hard.
And do you think too, maybe your experience was that experience because there was a need for you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if they might have looked at him as a need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like especially men.
It's
Men feel like they don't need another man, but they do need pretty girls. They do need. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a need there. So really. If
I'm
I could,
two birds in one stone type thing.
Exactly. And then you get to a bigger city, you're not a need as much because there's other people that meet the criteria that they might think is better. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's off of how people can use you too. Like,
guarantee.
You know what I'm saying?
With me, like I say, me being a creator, I'm always been my own creator. So people couldn't use me or manipulate me or like get me or pay me to do whatever. So I guess that part is what irked them. You know what I'm saying?
If you gonna be hard for me to work or use you or you know make you do certain stuff, then I can't really work. I need somebody that's gonna do what I want them to do.
I want them to use it.
I got a lot of that when I first got in Houston. Like, I thought it would be easier to work with people, but once they realize that you ain't going for all that, oh, do this for me, oh, do that for me, and it's always, can you do that for me? Like, well, what the hell you gonna do for me? You finna send me some money for doing this or something? Like, what's up? You done ran out your favors, baby. You done already asked me.
The name alone gonna get them what they want. They think it's gonna get them somewhere.
I'm telling you, trust me. I worked with somebody that's a big name in Houston, and she's still, I guess, very much a big name. But it just wasn't. It wasn't given the same. We wasn't. It was like a what they call it, a parasite type deal. It wasn't. We wasn't a mutual deal. She was definitely eating off of anything I can provide. Like,
and you wasn't getting nothing in return.
And she, I guess she's seen that small girl like ambition, like, oh, she want to be somebody out here. Like, let me see what I can do to make her think she can be somebody.
Right.
Not gonna give her too much because I don't want to be nobody more than me.
Right.
You know,
that's real.
Type thing.
That is case in Houston for sure.
No, for real.
I had to learn that the hard way, but I guess that's why I was so hard on myself about the type of support we got at first. Remember, you was like, "See, why you worry about if so and so were, watching it?" I guess that's why I was always so hard on myself about the type of support, because I'm just like, I can do this. I've done stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like, this ought to be nothing. And then my people should want to support me. Duh, they my people.
Now, the thing is that what type of support do we be expecting from people?
That's a real question too.
You know,
that's a real question too. I don't think a lot of people ask that.
A like, a post, a recognition. You know what I'm saying?
I would say
involvement.
Comment.
The same. Let me say this. This is the type of respect. If we're talking about my people, like people that are my people, I would want the same type of respect that I see that you give people that you don't know.
Yeah.
So if you're not that type of person, I can see that all across the board. But if you one of the people that's in Snoop Dogg comments, you in
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want. I would want that same thing. So when you ask me what do you want me to do, whatever you would do to somebody that already has the accolades and all that stuff, I want you to do that for me. True. So I'm not gonna put a description on what I want you to do. I want you to do what you normally do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like whatever you know, because you might not be a Facebook type of person. You get what I'm saying? But you might also be an event type of person. You go to all the events. So when I have an event, even if you don't come, buy 3 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Give them out, give them away, or whatever the case. Or come to the event. You go to events. Why you don't come to mine? You know what I'm saying? You always at the concerts. Why you ain't come to my live show? Or why you didn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you always telling you on the everybody comments. You on the Beyonce comments. You on the everybody comments, but you don't never even like my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see your name and everybody likes, but not in mine.
That's what I say. Recognition, recognizing.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And excitement, basically.
Yeah, behind it. Yeah.
That's a feasible ask.
Because I know for a fact there will be excitement once I make it.
Guaranteed.
And it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah, I remember this and that because Don Toliver, bro, went to he's a grade under me. He went to the same school. You know what I'm saying? There's other artists from A-Leaf. You know what I'm saying? They Young Daisy with Taylor Gang. Yeah, that was little bro. We was in the parties jigging together. It used to be the ultimate duo type.
Yeah.
So with the process, I get what y'all saying, and because man, it's really it's really checkpoints. And people just understand there's no specific topic you stop.
Checkpoints for sure.
Real,
I like how you said that. That is very true. I see that.
There's so many missions you have to do to keep the momentum up and keep.
Because this was the topic at one point.
You
know what I mean?
No, really.
So you know what I'm saying? I always support them people through them process because y'all don't know when they get to the next tiers or chapters what that shit take. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, I agree. And I like the fact that you support us so much, kind of like how Coco was saying, with just Black creators. I'm just in there, I'm sharing, I'm clicking, I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm interacting. Just because it's Black creators and I want to see us win, and I know we don't get that same grace from other cultures or creators. You know, they look at us, we gotta be performing. We gotta be top tier content. Gotta be the best on the market. You know,
we're always looking for a way to advance your content because you think that's what's gonna get the more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When then you see other people, they put out mediocrity and they just getting it.
That's motion, and I say all that illusion because I got another saying with it's a difference from followers and supporters. You know what I'm saying? Follow everybody. They don't even listen to your stuff or watch your stuff or repost probably or whatever. Supporters gonna autograph. I want a picture with you. You know what I'm saying? All of that, buy your ticket.
They see it in you before you see it in yourself or the world
see it. That's supporters. So when people see a lot of followers, we think, oh, he got a support system.
Yeah.
He just got a lot of you know what I'm saying, followers and a lot of clicks at that moment, depending on whatever.
Or a lot of monitors.
Universe, basically, what it is. So we can't never really be fooled with other people, especially with social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a rat race. It's like, you know, you see somebody running and you trying to catch up, and it's just like, bro, they ain't even the whole time they behind you. That's
right.
You chasing up.
For real.
I feel like I done met people in my lifetime that I just looked at like a certain way until I met them, and I be like, dang.
I do that all the time.
Dang,
I do that all the time. It's funny because I recently just put in my close friends like, y'all ever thought somebody was so cute until you see the type of girls or the type of dudes that they fuck with, then you like, oh, baby.
Yeah, it be a letdown.
Sweetheart. It's just like, oh, that's just like it is how it is with perceiving somebody from social media and then you hang with them, you're like,
what?
No personality.
What? Got no work ethic.
Right.
That's what I spot out a lot with people.
Lord.
Mm-hmm.
No
I
work
hate
ethic.
that.
All
I hate
that.
that.
I'm like, man.
Because they'll blow you up in the DMs. Hey, can we work?
What the
Whole
fuck?
time, no work ethic.
Yeah.
No type of, they waiting on you to create whatever it is, and they just want to throw they ain't even executive. They just want to throw their name or part of it or whatever, when they ain't, so.
I definitely can see that.
I don't know. I saw so many type of things firsthand, like, so that's why I guess, like, how I just be, I don't know, mellow the pace or whatever, because I saw so many people, like, running up fast and crash fast, and they didn't know how to recover.
Yeah, that's what we've really been talking about. Like, we always said it's gonna be a 5-year plan for this podcast. Like, and things can go slow. It might be longer than 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, but we've been stuck on that 5-year plan, and just I feel like that's a good time to be learning your craft, to be consistently pushing something out, examining everything.
Because that's what enough talk on our 5-year. Like I said, in 2019 we came like, and now just to let y'all up on like the mission of what I learned with this 5 years, that operation, team, help. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause me, I say it takes 7 to 10 years for a business to be official and take off. 7 to 10 years. By year 7, I shouldn't be on this type of tier. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially going towards 10 or whatever type. Yeah. So the 5th year, was just really on it with a lot of like even with this, like networking and going out and
doing the marketing, doing the whole thing.
Exactly, because all the virtual and the content part boys did in the first half. Now it's time to actually hands on and the people see who, you know what I'm saying, and you have who they with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like that was insightful because I feel like we all kind of go through the same thing with these podcasts and businesses, and nobody really know how to navigate it when we jumping in. You know, we just figuring it out. And a lot of people, a lot of people like get online and talk a lot. I was just seeing Faye saying this. Like a lot of people get online and I want to do, but like faith without action ain't nothing but just faith. There's you just can believe. Like ain't nothing gonna happen for you. You have to quit. You gotta get up and get off your ass and put something behind it.
Yeah. For real. Trial and error gonna happen though. That's why we scared of the error, but it's gonna happen though.
And you know what? I don't even think it's the error. I feel like a lot of times what it be is the failure in front of other people.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you could fail with it. Yeah, if you could fail and nobody would know, I feel like you would still keep going after so many things. Yeah, people.
That's a real thing. And even with these celebrities, like, you know what I'm saying. So
So I think that's what it be for people, like just being in the forefront and letting other people see you fail, or what it looks like a fail, because it's never really a fail. It's always a lesson in it, Yeah. But I don't have any confirmations today.
You know. Right after that, good talk weird. I think I got one. Let me jump in for Coco's confirmation. This confirmation is for you to get up off your ass and do it. Stop talking about it. Stop messaging people saying, I look up to you. I watch your podcast. I'm talking to people specifically here. I watch your podcast all the time. I want to start one, or I do this business all the time. I want to start one. I've been thinking about starting. Put that thought into some action. Go do some research. Do the numbers at very least. Put a little spreadsheet together. Make it make sense. And then, if it makes sense, put together a 3-month plan. Put together small goals. You know what I'm saying? Work your way up. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna wake up tomorrow and be, number 1 on Apple Podcasts or anything like that. It's not gonna happen.
But if it don't start now, it's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's doing that it's gonna aware you of if you really want to do this, besides you being influenced or seeing somebody else doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's easy, and ask yourself them questions. Like, if you really gonna wake up every week and do your makeup, try to find an outfit, stretch yourself out, all that. You gonna do all that?
Buy cords and mics.
You know what I mean?
Research.
Like, you gonna put that money into it? What you gonna do?
Edit. Ooh,
what you gonna do for this big podcast for real?
For real.
No. But we enjoy having you. Thank you so much for coming. Y'all make sure y'all tune into Enough Talk podcast.
Yes. You have anything going on?
You need to promote to the people, or you want to lay out for them?
Y'all just tap into us, Enough Talk podcast on YouTube. That's our main platform, and we on every social media. Enough Talk Pod or Enough Talk Podcast, you know.
We'll put
I
all
appreciate
y'all handles in the description.
Mean good cup of conversation, you know. With TT and Coco.
It's extra tea. We can rock with it.
It's tea?
Yeah, it's just one tea. It's just one tea. Coco tea. We can rock with it though.
Yeah.
TT. That just made me look young. Don't do that. Never mind. We can't rock with it.
Okay, TT.
But nah, that's a nice section though, you know.
No, thank you. All right, y'all. So we see y'all next week. Deuces.